Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren. Welcome if you're new here. And today I am going to show you my mostly non-toxic skincare routine. I'm gonna go through the whole shebang and show you guys what I use. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I am first going to start with a cleanser. If you wear makeup, I do sometimes, but make sure you remove your makeup first and then cleanse. Don't just cleanse your makeup off because it's not really cleaning your skin. But I could go on and on about tips. I'll give you guys tips throughout the video, but I, most of the time, normally use one of these cleansers. And besides this step of my skincare routine, I'd say it is all non-toxic besides these, but these are pretty clean in my opinion. So either the La Mer cleansing oil or the SkinCeuticals Soothing Cleanse. This is a foaming cleanse, and this is a more of like an oily texture. I'm gonna use the La Mer today, and I use a Clarisonic. So I'm gonna cleanse my face, and then I'll show you guys the next step. Okay, so I just cleansed and rinsed. I normally cleanse my skin with, I'd say either cool or lukewarm water. I have friends who use cold water and their skin is immaculate. So sometimes I'll use cold water, never hot water, because I don't want it to like strip my skin of any of the natural oils. If you did want to use a clean cleanser, by the way, I also have this one, this Eve Lom cleansing balm. That's also really good. So those are some options. Now I'm gonna go into the next step of my skincare, which this I only do about 2 times a week, but I'm gonna use a mask. So this is the Cocoa Kind and Shut the Kale Up Sea Kale Clay Mask. And this is an exfoliating mask. I love this mask because it leaves my skin literally so soft. And I'm just using it today because I just feel like my skin needs a little refresher. I've got just a little bit of like dry areas, some dead skin that I feel like I want to get off. This does have a little bit of like very tiny bit of a grit to it. And this whole line from Cocoa Kind, all of their skincare is super clean, sustainable ingredients. So I really like them. It's pretty much the rest of the stuff you guys will see me use in this video. But I will put this on. I'm gonna leave it. Sometimes I'll just put it in like the T-zone. And then today I am gonna put a little bit on just down my neck a little bit. All of my skincare I bring down to my neck, besides my mask all the way down. And if I'm wearing a shirt where I can get down to like, they call this the décolleté, I'll get my décolleté too. Super fancy, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put this on, leave it on for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back when it's dry. Okay, my skin already feels so much better. I love that mask because it just leaves it really soft. So this is my skin after the mask, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the rest of the skincare. So I'm gonna go with a toner next. This is the Rose Water, I don't know if you guys can see that, Rose Water Toner from Cocoa Kind. I just spray it. Sometimes I'll use a cotton pad, but I try to just spray it on, pat it in my neck too. All right, And then after that, I am gonna use, this is all Cocoa Kind. Not sponsored, by the way. Cocoa Kind Glow Essence. This is it's with, I think it's, yeah, grape caviar, sea grape caviar. Don't know what that is, but I love the way that this feels. So it's a spray. I feel like this first step of this two-step kind of thing, I'm about to show you step number 2, just like leaves my skin really moisturized. So I normally just pat that into my skin. And then this is like the second half of that. So these come, I bought them in a set. I think you can buy them separate too, but this is the vitamin C serum with sea grape caviar from Cocoa Kind. I'm trying to focus it for you guys, but I'll link everything or put what everything is below. So I use this serum, dropper full of that, and I'll rub it in. So I think this is a lot of steps compared to most people, but I feel like they're really simple. I don't have to really wait long in between. The only reason today I had to wait was because of that mask. I put this on my eyelids too, just everywhere, earlobes, neck, even get it down. And I always, like any excess skincare, I'll just put on my hands. Never wipe it on a towel, that's just a waste. Okay, and then after that, I actually go in with an eye cream. So this is the Cocoa Kind Revitalizing Eye Cream. I love that this has, I think it's stainless steel, but this, I'm gonna call it stainless steel, applicator on the top because it's really cooling. I think some people leave this in their refrigerator so it gets even cooler, but I just keep mine here in my bathroom and it stays cool enough. So I pull it all the way back, sometimes a little on my lid for my eye cream. And trust me, this, even though I feel like it's a lot of steps, this skincare routine is fairly simple. I do not want to be spending much time on my skincare by any means, so it's just brightening, it firms under the eyes. And then sometimes if I can remember, I will use, I brought it up, but sometimes I'll use an ice roller. So this I keep in my freezer and it's just, I mean, it's cold. Like this part of it is ice. I got it off Amazon for, I don't know, maybe $12, $15. And I just ice roll. So ice rolling is really great for 1, closing up the pores, 2, for any like puffiness or inflammation, and the roller along with it is gonna be really good for lymphatic drainage. So I start from the bottom, always, like I just showed you guys. I'm doing just this really quick. Sometimes I'll like do this for like 5 minutes, but today I'm just gonna do it quickly, move my way up. So neck, chin, up my cheeks. And I always try to get it like right under my eyes where it's puffy. And this will really help with the puffiness too. Sometimes if I'm not in a rush and I'm doing this, and you always wanna like do it really light, like really gently by the way, but you always wanna make sure, even when you're applying your skincare, that you're like applying it up. So like kind of like pulling the skin up. And sometimes I'll just like let it sit. Like I'll kind of like even sometimes look up and let it sit and kind of roll it under my eyes if they're really puffy, which they usually are. And that's about it for this. I like to get it on my nose, help those pores out. Okay, so again, that was just really quick that I did that. Sometimes I'll do it for longer, sometimes I don't do it at all. And then I don't always use this, but sometimes I do. It's a pore refining concentrate from Cocoa Kind, surprise, surprise. I'll put this, so this is gonna help with making the pores smaller And I really just put this on areas where I need that. So right here in my chin, I'll put it on. And then just where I notice like enlarged pores a lot of the time. And this I'll let dry completely before my next step, which I've only got 2 more steps. So sometimes I will also use, I'm not gonna use it today, but if you guys want a separate video, my gua sha. So sometimes I'll use my gua sha. I use that honestly probably more than the ice roller, but if you guys want me to do a little video on that, I can do that. Just let me know. I'm just patting this in, letting it dry. And just 2 more steps. I have my moisturizer. This is the Texture Smoothing Cream from Coco Kind. I really, honestly, skincare was one of the things that took me the longest to kind of transfer over to, again, mostly non-toxic. But Coco Kind really helped me because I love that their stuff is like gentle. So my skin, I probably should have said at the beginning of the video, is somewhat normal to sensitive, but their stuff is really gentle on the skin and it's really nice. I've found these products work for me. They also have other products too for any kind of skin type, but I would suggest looking them up. So I just put my moisturizer on, and then this is a new thing I've gotten from Coco Kind. It's their daily SPF, and it's always super important to wear SPF on your face every single day. Even if you're not going to be like sitting in the sun, I always put SPF on, and I use about this much. And that's just me, but I love this because it's like, when you rub it in, it rubs in. I'm gonna put it like even on the back of my neck too. It rubs in clear. It's not thick at all. So a lot of facial sunscreens, like for the face, are really thick, or like they'll go on white. This one, I can barely tell that I'm adding the step to my routine. It's really light. So I like that about it too, and that is my last step. So there it is, my mostly non-toxic skincare routine. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I wanted to do something a little different because you guys ask me all the time. Whenever I make stories on Instagram, you're like, your skin is glowing, what do you use? So I wanted to make this video so now you guys know. And that's all I've got. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.